Right, we're here with author, broadcaster, campaigner, activist extraordinaire Lesley Riddoch, who's just been speaking at a Democracy Fringe by ERS Scotland. And the key takeaway at the end of that was obviously your rallying cry after decades of fighting on democracy, disempowerment, land reform, housing, not enough's being done, and you're saying we might even need a new party to force the political class to act.
Well, yes, actually. I just hear myself saying the same things over and over again. We have councils at the size of countries. We have no local democracy. We would not be at the top of any European league table if we were independent. We would be lower than England. We have larger so-called local councils. We have councillors who are doing their dinger trying to represent impossible areas, travelling 3 days to get to and from island councils. And everyone just sort of accepts it, that this is as good as it gets. We have community councils, which have an average budget of £400 a year, and are yet assessed by some of the politicians speaking here as being, some of them not really up to scratch. Do you think? Mm-hmm. Now, that's our normal. We need to blow that normal up, because it's not working for anybody. And personally speaking, I did say, and I'm going to have to stick to it, I'm not coming to do any more talks on this at SNP conference, because it's making no difference. It's a different set of people who roll up from the government, who sound surprised that the structures aren't working, make no real pledge to change them. And upon that, of course, the housing and land problems are not being solved as they could be. And it strikes me that all that really politicians react to is electoral challenge. I have no wish to spend my life in a political party. I've spent all of it avoiding them. But if that's what it takes to change Scotland, or to try and make some small stand against centralisation and for the idea that democracy is in us if we're given structures to grow up, then I'll do that.
I think, like a lot of people in the room, you were fed up with so many talking shops but not enough actions taken, and it was interesting that you got warm applause amongst SNP delegates for starting a party to challenge the SNP. Why do you think that culture exists? Why do you think they're receptive to that?
It's a great tribute, actually, to the kind of people who are SNP members, that they're not, you would have to have had an armed guard to get out of most conferences if you'd suggested something like that. But, SNP members, and I'll give them their due, the party is a very sort of tolerant, laid-back, multi-identity place, because most people are already active in yes groups or in Commonweal or in all sorts of other ways of expressing ideas that aren't just party political. Do you know, it's the declaration of our Broth's big anniversary next year, and that is all about telling those who lead us that their power is conditional. So this is a good time to say it's conditional on changing structures, British structures that we inherited, which are not fit for purpose, and ending the low-hanging fruit collection, because we've got enough of that already.
Thank you very much.